Aloha boy out there on interwebs. Today I'm doing a manual final experiment, like my test for the weekend from Friday to Sunday of making fried rice. Did you know there's different kinds of fried rice? There's Chinese fried rice, Japanese fried rice, Hawaiian fried rice based on Chinese, Filipino garlic rice. This is a variation of all of those from this weekend. So I got some olive oil in there, about 2 teaspoons. Um, I got 4 beaten eggs, and you gotta beat the eggs, really, really. You gotta beat them. Get that air in there. Make sure it's high temperature. Right now, the oven is on high. I'm double checking that. See how it's jumping up and down. I go ahead and throw the eggs in there. Put the bowl to the side because that's where we're gonna land up eventually. Wait about 30 seconds, and then what I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna go and swirl the eggs. Swirl the eggs. I'm gonna try and get it to about 75%, a little bit wet, because it's gonna cook in that bowl, right? It's gonna cook in that bowl. So the swirling action. I don't use chopsticks, but yeah, hopefully everybody gets a concept of swirling the eggs. Um, what does that do in my mind? Well, number one, it gets it. All the cooked pieces are above the heat, and anything that's not cooked, you're trying to make sure that it's getting cooked and streamlined. As you see, I'm pushing. It's a wok, so I'm being able to pull it up at the higher part of the walls, so that it doesn't overcook, and I'm getting all the wet parts at the in the middle there. So I'm pulling it up. This is getting close, right? It's getting close. So I'm going to go ahead and start turning them over one time, okay? Because my goal is to have bright yellow eggs at the end, not all sauced up and everything. And I'll explain that a little bit more. And put it right into the bowl you just used, right? Between dishwashing and just, it's gonna cook that rest of the egg that was left in that bowl right now because it's at high heat. Now I'm trying to clear this. Go ahead. I'm trying to clear the wok as much as I can, and getting back in there. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add some more oil, and that's again about a tablespoon to two. I'm gonna add my garlic. That's about tablespoon and a half to 2 tablespoons. What I have, I believe it's enough. I'm working again. I'll put the ingredients that I use. This is about 2 cups worth of rice. 2 cups. Then I'm gonna add the white parts of the onion. Tip and trick, as you can tell on my left side there, left top side, these are frozen because I like to get fresh. If I'm not cooking the same day, I chop them all up and separate the whites and greens, and I put them inside that freezer bag. Boom! I put in the whites of the onion. Again, what do we have? About a minute and a half on the garlic. Oh, just in case you're wondering, and you didn't look in the description yet, this is avocado oil. Okay, and I'm at high heat right now. How can you tell? Look at the bottom part of the pan, and that's high heat. The next one to the right is max sear. The left is medium high. Okay, this all is very important when you're cooking fried rice, right? Because I'll tell you at the end part, when I add the egg, it's going to be at no heat. Okay, now I'm going to add the rice. Take a look at the ingredients. That's about 2 cups of rice with a half teaspoon of salt, and about 1 to 2 teaspoons of oil. And I rubbed it all in there so I can get some really nice loose fried rice. And yes, it is a day old, but if you did this after you cool down some fresh rice, it'd be okay too. Okay, so there you go. You already tell it's loose. I'm not having to go ahead and hammer it down or anything. It's already loose already. This is from the fridge. It's about 20-30 minutes out of the fridge after I put the oil and salt on. And what am I doing right now? I am frying the rice. Okay, I'm trying to fry that rice, and if you could hear the sound, it is popping. Okay, and you're hearing like little popcorn sounds, and that is you're frying the rice. I let it cook a little bit, and right now you haven't seen me add any kind of other kind of sauces or anything like that. My goal is to not make it really deep dark brown. Okay, I like light fried rice, so more towards the Viet and Thai fried rice, where very light, versus the Chinese and Benihana type rice, which is very dark. I like the light rice. That's my preference. I don't do a lot of salt, so but I do like flavor. So you're gonna see me add all the flavor at the end. Okay, at the end. So now I'm here. I'm gonna add some pepper. Okay, that probably right there is probably a quarter teaspoon of pepper. Then I'm gonna go add a little bit of salt. And again, I don't like a lot of salt, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt. Oh, I didn't even do that. Sorry about that. Now I'm gonna add about 1/2 teaspoon of soy sauce on each end. I'm letting it caramelize. Then I'm gonna go and add a little bit of mirin. This is supposed to be the same match 1-to-1 ratio. I splash a little bit on the other side, and I'm letting it caramelize. Right. One thing I didn't add on this is sugar because I didn't need it at the end, but that mirin is actually probably the sugar if you actually add sugar. See, now the consistency is good. It's non-sticking rice. The color is good in my eyes, right? It's not dark brown. I'm really trying to get it to be the lighter color, right? The lighter color. As you can tell, this is my strokes. I don't use a wok spatula at this time. This is again, I'm getting into the fried rice, but I took it seriously. I probably did about, at least 36 eggs at this point. I got a lot of leftovers. People like them all. They're all good, but I'm trying to get to my version, right? So you can see my strokes. I'm getting it there, making sure it's not stick. It's probably hard to stick because each one of these grains has a little bit of oil in it, right? But it's very light. It's very fluffy. Okay. It's looking good. The color is looking good. I'm moving it quickly, so I'm not burning it, and it's going good, right? So right now, I am getting ready to add the major portion, which is the egg. I guess it's a little bit runny because I put it in the same bowl, right? I'm gonna go ahead and cut them up. Personally, I like a little bit more chunks. It is fried rice, but it's egg fried rice, and I lean towards the egg. I love egg. As you can tell, the color is bright. If you look at other recipes, if you keep it in there early on, some people do they split the pan and put the rice in there. The rice ends up being a little brown. I mean, the eggs end up being a little bit brown, and I want them to be bright yellow, and I want them to be fluffy. Now I'm going to add the green parts of the green onion, and this is about 2 tablespoons. And boom, again, this is from frozen. Take a look at the other videos. Green onions is the go-to ingredient for a lot of things. Garlic, green onions, a little bit of onion, things like that, right? So I didn't have onion today, so I didn't put any onions there. But if I did, I would put shallots in there. And that is not part of a Thai fried rice or Viet fried rice in my in what I've been researching. But look at how I'm stirring it. I got it tilted to the side. I'm taking everything from the bottom, moving it to the top. And this is what I'm doing. I'm not doing the wok hay, things like that. This is a hex-clad wok. It is heavy. All right, it is a heavy wok. So there you go. The color is good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna taste it. Right? I'm gonna go and taste it. And in my mind, I'm thinking in my mind what needs to be added to it. I'm getting all the ingredients. I'm getting the green onion. This is 0 heat. Once I added the egg, it was at 0 heat. Okay? 0 heat. That's pretty important to me because, again, I don't want to overcook those eggs. So I'm adding a little bit more salt. Right? I'm adding a little more pepper. And I'm going to taste again. It's easy to add a little bit of ingredients and taste versus adding too much ingredients and ruining your dish. Right? So get a little bit more. Look at the way I'm stirring it. I'm taking it from the bottom, putting it to the top, taking it from the bottom, putting it to the top. This is not normal probably. This is just my style. I got the heavier wok lean to the side, And I gotta tell you, this is it's a workout. It's a workout. Now what I'm gonna do? Taste it again. This is mine, so I don't have to worry about all the rest of the hygiene and everything like that. I'm just gonna be the one eating it, tasting it again. And I in my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, it's good. It's good, but with all my research, what am I missing? And you know what it is? It's the chicken bouillon, which laughingly is MSG. But it is chicken bouillon taste. So I'm taking my chicken bouillon and I'm probably putting in there a 1/2 teaspoon. That's it. Just a 1/2 teaspoon. Again, little is good. Stir it. Get it from the top to bottom, right? Bottom to the top. Sorry about that. Bottom to the top. And look at those eggs. They're not overcooked. because this is zero heat, right? Zero heat, and I'm loving how it looks. I'm liking the fact that it's lighter colored rice with fluffy yellow eggs. So it's great that I use that. I prepped the rice with the oil and salt, so I didn't have to worry about it clumping. Okay, that would have been a little more muscle work. Now I'm gonna taste again, and I'm making sure I get all the ingredients. Boom. And what do I think? I think, boom.